born for the Sabre.
Hi, my name is Rodney Charters and I'm here for Atomos. I'm here with a friend here who's going to tell me about an amazing project that they did here in Poland. I'm here at Cameramage and I'm very excited to meet these guys. There's 4 of them, but Chris is going to be the spokesman and he's going to tell us all about it. So how did this project begin?
The idea came from a feeling that there is a lack of this kind of movies in the Polish cinematography that tell story of 16th, 17th century Poland and about our customs, about our tradition. And we felt that there is a need for a subject like this, because when we talk about that period of time, it's one of the most fantastic time in the Polish history. We were one of the strongest countries in Europe, so it's something very, very close to the hearts of the Polish people, and it was the main idea for it.
Okay, so you're a collective of 4 filmmakers, passionate, obviously.
Yes, that's where it comes from. This idea, the energy, and what we do is basically 4 of us plus our dad, who's also a producer of the movie and always works with us. So that's that additional 1 guy. So let's say it was 5 of us that made this whole story and made this whole project.
So what is the movie about?
Born for the Sabre is a feature story about courage, honor, and the war, seen through the eyes of Błażej Wronowski, the young noble and the knight, growing up in the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth in the beginning of the 17th century. And the documentary part is a journey through art and history of creating and using Polish sabre, which to date is considered by one of the best melee weapon on the globe.
Wow.
So
it's a curved blade, right?
Yes, it's a curved blade. So we all know samurais, we all know Vikings, we all know some Roman Empire soldiers, but most of the people don't know anything about Polish warriors of that time. It's a very exotic subject and they haven't heard about it before, so it's even more, interesting for them.
It's very good timing for you because Netflix now is in 150 countries or something.
Yeah.
And they are now coming to the smaller communities in different parts of the globe and they're encouraging local filmmakers to tell local stories. So you fit completely in that. And then of course they take it or somebody takes it, History Channel takes it and it goes around the world. So people in other cultures can get an understanding of the background to your country's history.
In every case, film can be a wonderful promotional aspect of your country. You can promote your country, I think, in the most honored way with the filmmaking.
So starting with camera,
yeah.
Which cameras did you go with?
We went with the Panasonic GH5. So that was our choice because we had them.
Yep.
So we didn't have to pay for them. And then we were trying to, find the best solution to get as much from the GH5 as it's possible.
Yes.
So, and that was crucial. So it was a lot of tests, a lot of talking, a lot of consideration during the process. And we came up with the idea to use a recorders. And the choice was Atomos Ninja Inferno and Atomos Shogun Inferno. And it was a game changer for this production because of that big 7-inch screen, so we could actually see what we are capturing and the functions that you have inside and really help us during different situations, different weather, to judge the exposure, to have good picking because there was a lot of shots in the movement, so we were using picking quite a lot as well. Codec, that it was a ProRes 422 that allows us on my old Mac Pro to get very fluent in our workflow because we were working on the raw material, so we didn't conform it to any different proxy or something like that.
You recorded 422?
Yeah, we recorded 4:2. It was also the most efficient format because HQ, then it's much heavier.
Sure.
LT, it's a little bit lower quality.
Yeah.
So the 4:2 was our choice, and just because of that, we managed to put it on the hard drives. We bought like 5 terabyte hard drives, I don't know, maybe 8 pieces of them, and that was our backup. Atomos GH5, and then one of the most important things during that production, anamorphic lenses that we build by ourselves from the anamorphic projection lenses.
Okay, so tell me about that. You went to the internet and you found, you went with the Kowa.
Yeah, we went with the Kowa because they are one of 3 of the best anamorphic adapters that are actually accessible for the people, or you can find them in the internet and buy them. You know, it wasn't easy to get a set of anamorphic lenses because, you know, you gotta be lucky. Someday you can find it on the internet, then it's nothing for the months.
Yeah.
And the funny story was that we had only one lens. And just like 2 weeks before the shooting, we found another one. They delivered just like 3 days before the shooting, the second lens. We put it all together. We matched that with the taking lens of Nikkor AIS. And we were working on 85 millimeters and on 50 millimeters. So these 2 lenses, anamorphic adapters, and the single focus solution. So we put it all together, and that's how we build our anamorphic lenses. And these 3 parts, so anamorphic lenses, Atomos Shogun, GH5, the right combination of the settings, and that's how we did that.
Tell me about frame rate.
What we did was recording everything in 4K 60p, because that was the highest possible resolution, the highest frame rate that Inferno and Shogun allowed us to have. And then we put the material on the 24p timeline to slow down some scenes, just to give it a bit more space to tell a better story.
The 300 comes to mind, where they shot everything at 150 frames, and then they were able in post to push or pull or go back to normal frame rate, 24, and then they needed to slow it down. It was all available.
Yes,